headlines for the second half of the NBA season, starting right here in Los Angeles, where Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and the Clippers have underperformed their sky-high expectations, while LeBron James and the Lakers have exceeded expectations. All right, Marcellus, what's more likely here? The Clippers continue to underachieve, or the Lakers continue to overachieve in the regular season?
I mean, for real, dog. They're going to keep overachieving. They're going to keep doing what they do in the regular season, looking all cute, finally making the playoffs in the last 7 years, and getting smoked. Hand did that L when Kawhi say, let's really activate. You know, LeBron last year wanted to activate. That didn't work. This year, they're gonna keep putting up the wins. I respect the Lakers and what they're doing, but come on. Clippers are built for the playoffs, and that's when it starts.
Yeah, for the Clippers to achieve, they would have to finish first in the Western Conference because we picked them, essentially. They were the favorite to finish first, and that's not going to happen. All they care about is being second so that they get the Lakers down the road if it comes that way, and they're playing in their own building. Doesn't matter beyond that. They got to knock out Denver and Utah, and they're certainly capable of that. And the Lakers, quite honestly, could go 500 from here, and they
they wouldn't be overachieving, though, right?
They would overachieve for where we thought they were at the beginning of the year.
From hello.
We didn't have these kind of expectations.
More likely, Clippers underachieve or Lakers continue to overachieve?
I got the Clippers continue to underachieve. If they continue to have mixed lineups and not their full team, and go into the last month of the season with not knowing their roster, it's going to hurt them in the playoffs. You got to have some camaraderie. You got to be on the same page going to the playoffs. Don't think you can just throw those two guys out there and win when it come down to it. It don't work like that with no team. They have to be together. They have to have a bond. They have to have played together for at least a month or two before they go into the playoffs. If they don't, they will continue to underachieve.
So, you know what? This is a different kind of load management than Greg Popovich and the Spurs used.
Yes, it's totally different because Kawhi was the star. So when you're taking Kawhi out, you know what you're plugging in. Now you got Paul in one day, Kawhi in. So you got two different stars. So when they get on the court together, who's who? Who's going to lead? Who's going to take over this time? You don't know that yet. So now they got to try to get that together before the playoffs start.
All right, let's move to a disappointing team in the East, the Sixers, who haven't meshed well this year. Meanwhile, the Heat have surprised a lot of people, rising to fourth place in the conference. All right, Marcellus, what's more likely? The Sixers continue to underachieve, or the Heat continue to overachieve?
I think the Heat overachieve because I think the Sixers are going to get better the second half, especially. I saw them right before the All-Star game, and what they showed me when they are focused and at home especially, this is a hard team to beat. So them playing at maximum powers, they're going to be difficult to beat in the second half. I think they know what's at stake.
I'm with you. Miami Heat are going to continue to overachieve. You add Andre Iguodala, Jay Crowder, Solomon Hill, and while Philadelphia has the second easiest strength of schedule going down the stretch, Miami's not that far behind. They're top 5 when it comes to that, too. So I'd expect that Philadelphia is going to be a little bit better, but Miami's not going to slow down.
Miami is going to continue to. To me, they're not overachieving. I had them in top 5 in the East, my preseason picks. So I knew Jimmy what he's going to do and have that team playing better. Now they got Iguodala. I don't think Philly's going to do well because Embiid don't want to be there. He's making too many notes that he don't want to be there. Him and Jimmy's talking and all this stuff. I really don't think he want to be there, and I don't think he's going to give his all. I mean, I know he cares about the game and he plays, but some type of way I think he's one step out of there already. And I just see Miami continue to play well.
Do you think Miami can beat one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the East in a playoff series?
Yeah, but I'm the wrong person to ask because I was an 8 seed to be the 1 seed, so I feel any team can beat any team.
Gotcha. All right, let's keep moving to some exciting rookies. Zion Williamson and Ja Morant. Ja shined while Zion was hurt, but the top pick has stolen the spotlight since debuting last month. All right, Marcellus, more likely, Zion continues to overshadow Ja Morant, or he struggles to stay healthy.
Man, this dude's going to overshadow anything he does, man. My phone get all these alerts all the time with what's happening in sports. Anything he does, as soon as he steps in the building, oh, Zion's in the building. Oh, Zion's looking good in layups. Oh, my God, warm-up ducks. Look, he's just a sensation. So good luck trying to compete against that. Plus, I'm not going to root against anybody getting hurt. So Zion's not going to struggle to stay healthy. He's just going to keep shining.
Yeah, I might be a prisoner of the moment, but watching Zion get up and down the court or seemingly struggle to get up and down the court on Rising Stars he looks like his feet hurt. I mean, it scares me. There's a lot of weight there. You got 2 knee injuries. I think it's more likely that his health and his ability to stay healthy is going to be a greater question.
I don't, like you said, I'll never wish bad health on anybody. I want him to stay healthy, but I don't think he's outshining Ja Morant at all. I just think we're in the moment. He's playing now, so Ja Morant's having a hell of a season.
That's the point.
And the same highlights that you expect from him. So they ain't really outshining each other. They even to me.
My point.
They even to me.
Outplaying them? No. Outshining them? Yeah, because there's electricity hooked up to Zion.
His name.
He does this much. It's like
his name.
But
though.
how much of that is because we just haven't seen him?
It's the
We've been waiting
expectations
to
of
see him. So you're like, I got to find out what he is.
No, it's not that, because in the Summer League last year, we were tuned in. Like, it's rare you get a tuned-in Summer League game. You didn't do that for Ja Morant. You did that for Zion.
Yeah, but
you
ain't
worried about...
but you got 12 minutes
What am I missing, though? I thought I read the deals. He's had the best 10 games of any rookie, first-year player, whatever.
Statistically.
Putting
up numbers. And so that's overshadowing Ja Morant for the moment. Now, will it continue? I'm not so sure, because I'm like y'all. I don't think he's in good enough shape yet to
Who's in the 8th spot?
Yeah. And what has
Who's in the 8th spot right now?
Ja Morant's...
Memphis. So he can't really overshadow him, especially if Ja Morant's making it to the playoffs and your team is not even close.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a question down the line.
But I'm just saying, though, as we speak now, Ja Morant's in the playoffs.
Are we not amazed by Ja Morant's dunks and the highlight plays?
That's my point. Exactly.
Is that not hitting social media?
His name's not Zion.
His name's not Zion.
And he's not. But that's it. It's the hype. It's not the play. It's not the highlights. It's not what Zion's not making more plays and more highlights than Ja Morant.
No.
They're making the same amount of highlights and big plays. Is like you said, we expect the expectations of Zion
is bigger. It's not an overshadow. Like, he's not overshadowed.
He is a shadow.
Yeah. Finally, let's talk Giannis, who has guided the Bucks to the NBA's best record so far this season. But LeBron and the Lakers are right on their tail with the best record in the West. All right, Marcellus, what's more likely?
Don't ask.
Giannis in the NBA Finals or LeBron in the NBA Finals?
Man, stop. LeBron ain't getting out of L.A. with this, man. The Clippers. I hope they get the 1 seed. Oh, poor us. We got to go on the road and play the Lakers. Where do we play them? In our building that they can't beat us in. So, no, wait. They can't even beat the Clippers. How they going to beat them in a 7-game series 4 times? Not going to happen. Giannis in the finals, baby.
LeBron's been to the finals 9 times.
Not with the Lakers.
LeBron knows the path to the finals. I know, but if you're asking me one or the other, like, yes. And he's got
not with more against him, because this time he has the Clippers, and we throwing 7 at you before you breathe.
Very well may be. But if you ask me, do I take the field or I take the Bucks in the Eastern Conference, I'm taking the field. Giannis has gotten to the conference finals 1 time. He's been knocked out in the first round every other time. And in that conference finals, the Raptors spotted him 2 games and then swept him out. I have no confidence that Giannis and the Bucks are going to get to the finals.
I mean, a Giannis stopper. Do you see Kawhi in the East this year to do that to Giannis? What happened last year? No. So it's going to be an open path. LeBron's not there. Kawhi's gone. Who's going to stop Giannis?
Jimmy Butler? I don't know.
Lakers winning. I've never seen a championship team where the star player couldn't shoot. Let me start there. So Lakers going to the championship. I don't see Greek Freak getting to that point where he can carry his team past the Eastern Conference Finals. I just don't see it. LeBron, it's a lot at stake right now. And probably the more that he's had to deal with in his career. He's never played with Tim Duncan on steroids, AD. Never had a player like that. Am I right? He's the best player he's ever played with.
Fair.
Name who else?
Well,
I mean, when he got to Miami, Dwayne Wade, maybe, but it went down.
That first year.
That first year, but yeah, I get you. I'm with you.
AD, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so with all that's going on with the Lakers, with Kobe, with the team dealing with all that, this is more motivation to win a championship. This will cement LeBron's legacy if he can bring a championship back to LA with all that's going on.
Can they even beat the team in their building?
They're the #1 team in the Western Conference right now.
You didn't hear what I said. Can they beat the team that's in their way?
Yes, they can.
When they gonna do it?
They can beat by everybody else.
When they gonna do it?
When it's time. It's two. They beat them twice, though, right?
No, we have. Yeah, we beat them twice.
Regular season does not count.
Oh, now we're gonna do this. It's only the games we played that counts.
Regular season don't count. Regular season don't count unless last month of the season when it's going into the playoffs.
March 8th. They gonna beat us this time?
It counts in the playoffs. Regular season don't count with the Lakers and Clippers.
It doesn't, right?
It don't.
So the usage rate, the age.
So let me ask you a question. Why does it matter that if the Clippers beat the Lakers in regular season?
I'll tell you why, because the Lakers are #1 seed. You can't walk around and say you're the best team in the West, and you're not even the best team in your city.
But playing in the same building, whether you win 4, I'm saying whether you win 4-0 or not, you're still playing in the same building. So regular season does not matter if the Clippers beat the Lakers.
You betting on the Lakers and Clippers in the 7-game series?
I'm betting on LeBron and AD. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
You with me?
I am.
I'm with you.
I've flipped a little bit. Honest to goodness. I've been disappointed with the Clippers' urgency, intensity, and so I do think it's a possibility that LeBron and these guys get it done in the postseason. I didn't think that was remotely possible at the beginning.
Y'all up and down.
Stay right where you are. In 15 minutes, we'll have the most fearless discussion of the day. Does Mike Tomlin actually want Antonio Brown back in Pittsburgh? Not as crazy as it sounds. But first, Floyd Mayweather has a bone to pick with LeBron James. We'll tell you if he's got a point. Darnell's question of the day. Speak for yourself is presented by Hyundai.